Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Abok, the founder of Kidaftari ERP. Today I'll be covering the topic profit, and not in the usual way you find it in many books, but in a conceptual, principled way that how I look at profit basically. I always wondered why you find profit under capital, and why does it why is it why do you find profit under capital, and when you place profit in capital, why does it maintain the balance in a balance sheet? So that always disturbed me. While profit is defined as your sales, when your sales minus your costs, for me I wanted to understand why does it appear under capital, and why is it a factor of balance in a balance sheet. So this is what I'm going to explain, and these are concepts that again took me several years to get. So I'm going to explain it to you, how I think about profit. So we're going to start with the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet you find assets. Then you find the contributors of those assets. So then you find capital. And liabilities. So you tend to find profit under capital. And this is how I came to reason why you find profit under capital. So say you have two businesses, business A and business B. Each of those businesses starts with 1 million in capital. This capital comes from, for business A, for example, it comes from 0.6 million being contributions from the business owners at a capital. Remember, capital are the contributors that are responsible for the operations of the business. That's different from liabilities, who are contributors that are really not responsible for the operations or the day-to-day decision making of the business. So they also take a loan worth 0.4 million. So that amounts to having assets worth 1 million to operate with. At the same time, business B takes a loan of 0.7 million. Not really a loan, but rather the owners contribute 0.7 million towards the business, and decide that they additionally require 0.3 million in loan to start the business. So this shows the balance. Capital and liabilities contributed to the assets. You see, that's the balance basically maintained in a balance sheet. So this is month 0. 3 months down, business A has 0.3 million more assets than it started with. Business B has 0.2 million. 0.2 million more assets than it started with. So 3 months down, these businesses have, business A has 1.3 million in total assets. So he's 1.3 million, while business B has a total of 1.2 million total in assets. So what happened here? So we didn't go to liabilities to get more loan, neither did the business owners contribute more cash from their pocket to get that increase. So definitely this increase must have come from offering some kind of additional value to the market and using that 1 million to create to operate the business in a way that creates more value to the market. And the market rewarded business A more for the series of decisions they have been making. And the market also rewarded business B by 0.2 million more for the series of the decisions they were making towards providing more value to the market. So these decisions, the quality of the decisions they are making, you clearly see that for business A to create more value, you clearly see that this business A created more value for the market using the same amount of value in assets as compared to business B, which created created value, but business A clearly created 0.1 million more value to the market in the view of the market, using the same amount of value in assets to start with. So to maintain the balance, that balance is maintained by what you call now profit. So profit comes here in the middle. Now profit comes here. This balance is maintained, and basically the question I'm answering now as I put profit here is what made business A increase the assets by 0.3 million, yet the business owners didn't go back to their pocket, nor did they go for more loan. So the operations, the quality of the operations or the decisions they made over the operations, over operating the business, is what created that extra value. And that is what we call profit. So here the profit is 0.3 million, while on this side the profit is 0.2 million. So that maintains the balance. Now you have the contributors. The profit is basically a contributor of the assets, but not a direct contributor as you would see from the owners contributing from their own pocket or them going for a loan. The profit is a measure of the decisions or the quality of the decisions that have been made by a business towards creating value to the market. So here, in a general way, you would say business A has created more value to the market as compared to business B. Though we are not going to go into the details of the kind of business they got into. Probably business A got into a different kind of business, probably was selling electronics, and business B was probably a restaurant. Or business A was a restaurant and business B was electronics. But from a financial point of view, business A created more value to the market within the same period that business B was also operating. So that's how I look at profit, and I hope I've added more value to you by showing you the same. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye.